Let's move on to state representative. Very important, this is a state level, so make sure that we're gonna get some from her because everybody give a piece of this to this community. So let's hear from Stovall, state representative. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. All right. I'm actually missing my daughter going to the prom. She's in 11th grade, and I'm supposed to have been there to take pictures. So I'm really committed, and I was sitting here texting her, telling her, she said, Mom, I can't wait, my ride is going to leave me. So I just want to let y'all know that sacrifice with her. So I told her to make sure she sent me a picture so it won't be as bad. Getting back to talking about Cambodia Town, when the idea was first brought to me by Randy and NC, I was really excited. I serve on the Small Business Development Committee for the state of Georgia on the House of Representatives side. And so when we look at anything dealing with economic development for the state, and anytime we can see where we can get our own niche compared to other states, then we're really excited when it comes to the state of Georgia. And one of the things, one of our biggest economic drivers for the state is tourism. So when I, when I first heard Cambodia Town, the first thing I thought about was tourism dollars coming to Clayton County. And so just that alone, I was excited about it. And also having the opportunity to be able to share your culture with our culture here in Clayton County is another plus. Because all of us we shop together, we walk together, we live in the same neighborhoods, but a lot of times we don't communicate. And it's because sometimes we don't understand each other's culture. And I remember I came last year to the New Year's celebration in April and got a chance to see the ceremony. I got a chance to meet the monks, and I did learn that a woman's not supposed to touch them, so I felt kind of bad. So now I know that now. But I was really excited to be able to see that. And then when I came this year, again, actually went to 2 New Year's celebrations, and then being able to see where the new statues were put out on the temple grounds over on Riverdale Road. So I wanted to research to see, I want to know what year I was born in. And so I was born in the year of the rooster. Y'all laughing. I'm not supposed to be laughing about that. But that was interesting to me because I was curious about it, and NC did a great job with explaining the whole process because I was not familiar with that. So those type of things of being able to share the different cultures, even though I still have the belief that I have, but knowing that because I'm a representative, I represent all people, not just the people that look like me, not just the people who talk the same English that I talk, but everybody who lives in the state of Georgia, I'm responsible for as a legislator. And even when we look at laws. So going back to Cambodia Town, I see it as a real access for Clayton County. We need something that's going to put Clayton County back on the map. And Cambodia Town definitely is going to do that. When you talk about people with the airport, how many of you all know that there are 94 million people that come through the airport every year? Okay, only a few people. Yeah, a lot of people. And that's local, within the state and international as well. So if you look at it, if we were able to get $1 off of each person that came through the Hartsfield-Jackson Airport, that's enough money to pay for our transportation system, money for the school system, and it's money to spread around. So when you look at that, that's just, like I said, just a top number that I use. But when you look at Cambodia Town and the people that will be coming to Clayton County just for coming to visit Cambodia Town, that's enough to get excited. You talk about money for the city, if it happens to be in the city of Riverdale, money for the city, money for the county, money for the state. And not only that, it'll also be money for you all's temple. I know you have to have some money to be able to do all the things you want to do. And when you talk about ESOL classes, I know Randy struggles to try to pay for someone to come in and teach those classes. So that extra money that you'll be getting from tourism can be put back in on the side to be able to help pay for those additional ESOL classes, more cultural things that you want to do for your kids, to make sure they're understanding your culture as far as the Cambodian culture. So Cambodia Town is an excellent idea, and I know that you all have Cambodia Day that's coming up in June, right? Okay. So one of the things I told Randy and NC that I was committed to do was doing a resolution from the state of Georgia recognizing that on that particular day, that is going to be Cambodia Day. And then, definitely. Yeah. However you all, you set up your ceremony, that's fine. I'll just get the background information to put into the resolution. But even beyond that, when we get back into session in January, we can push for it to be officially one day that's set aside for Cambodian Day for the state of Georgia. So that'll be recognized all over Georgia. And I also, and when we get ready to do and make the announcement at the Capitol, I want you all to come down to the Capitol as well, so the other legislators can also see you all, just like Helen said earlier about coming down, so that we can be able to see the people that we're serving. And that means a whole lot when we as legislators are able to see you all. There are 236 of us that represent all over the state of Georgia, so I'm one of 236. But like I said, with Cambodia Town and the way we're going to push it for the county is that it's an economic driver. It's going to bring in money, tourism money, to our county. Because once they get here, we're going to have hotels that are going to be opening up. We're going to have additional businesses that can be opened up. So you're talking about job creations as well for our citizens here in Clayton County. So I can see it's a real huge process. But it's something that can be done. I even researched, Lawrence, Mississippi, Massachusetts. Yeah, so I kind of looked up some information on that to kind of see what they were doing. And I know it took them at least, about 10 years to get something. It won't take that long here. If you all are willing, then I'm willing to do what I need to do as a state legislator to help push it. Not only for the state, but for the county as well. Because a lot of stuff that the local officials can do and other stuff that we can help do from the state level. So I'm committed to that, but you all got to do your part as well. One other thing I did want to mention, how many of you all have heard about the Community Improvement District? It's called CID. How many of you all have visited up at the Perimeter Mall area of 85? You see how pretty that looks all around in there? Up 85 where Jimmy Carter Boulevard, up in that area. So what they've done, those business owners got together and they decided to tax themselves additional money beyond what they're taxed. And that money goes back into a pool where they sit on the board. There's no elected official that's on the board. It's the business owners that decide how that money is going to be spent. And so what we're pushing for here in Clayton County, especially in the North Clayton area where we're talking about Cambodia Town, is doing a community improvement district. What that does, they help beautify their whole area. So it won't be just all on the temple and the organization y'all set up just to beautify it. Everybody will be involved in it because it's going to be a chance for everybody to make additional money. And so we all can work together. So we already started working on it last December to try to push it. On the Fulton County side, they're working on theirs, but at the same time, that's where you all will come in. If you're a business owner over in that Riverdale area, then we need your support because it will help push this. That way, when that area is being built up and making it looking real good, because what happens, they use it for security, they use it for all the roads to be redone, and it beautifies, they put up nice signs on the side. So when you talk about a tourist coming from the airport, and they're going to be getting ready to beautify that airport area. When they come in, they're excited about coming to Cambodia Town. It won't be looking nasty before they get to Cambodia Town. It'll look real nice and pretty and inviting so that people will want to come into the area. So those are some things we're working on, but we got to have your support with that. And I guess with that I will stop, but I just want to make sure I shared that about the Community Improvement District because we've been trying to go around and talk to owners. So you have to actually be property owners in order to participate with that particular project. And the other thing, one more thing I did want to say, with the bus situation and transportation, I know that's a big issue for our whole entire community. And one of the bills I co-sponsored was a bill to allow the citizens to be able to vote to be able to participate with MARTA with additional sales tax. And so that, if the commissioners vote on it, it will be on the November ballot, not the May 20th ballot, but it'll be on the November ballot. And it's a non-binding referendum, which means if everybody voted majority, it doesn't mean it's gonna pass. But what it does do, because we're doing a study for the county, if they can use that information to say, 4 years ago, we had 70% people that wanted transportation. In 2014, they voted again, and now we have 90% people that want transportation. So they're able to use that information to talk to the federal government, Federal Transportation Administration, to be able to give us additional grant money back again, because we lost it the first time. So we have to prove that we're going to be worthy and we're going to do right with the money that we received the second time. So that's why it's important for you all to go out, even though you need to go on May the 20th, that's important too. But also make sure you're going to vote in November, because it's very, very important for transportation. How many of y'all are affected by not having transportation?